I'm approaching this not only from a theoretical aspect, but also from a philosophical aspect. Okay, some of us, we may have everything, but certain things just beyond capital might be our problem. So we might first have to dispel some notions in our heads, because everything starts right from here. The empowerment starts from here. Okay. So are you somebody that has the perception that once you finish or you complete school, the government is mandated to give you a job? If that is the case, then we want you to dispel that, because look at the population of the country, and then you realize that like every graduate when you come out of school, all of us cannot be. You see, being at the top is like, the top is a pyramid. When you look at a pyramid, the top of it is very small. Okay, so a very small percentage of a group of people can occupy the top, and majority will occupy the base. Okay, so I want you to approach this from that understanding. Somebody has to lead somebody. Okay, but are you content with working for somebody, or do you want to be your own boss? Either ways, you cannot be an island. Whether you are your own boss and you have your business, you need people to rely on. And whether you are working for somebody, you need that person to also pay you for the services. And another point that we must dispel is the mentality that we want to make quick money. We don't want to go through the process. I say over here, the hard way is the only way, and the only way is the hard way. Your hard work is what will distinguish you from your competitors. You either get on board or you get left behind. Hard work in its multi-forms, it doesn't necessarily have to be physical or aggressive activity before you call it hard work. If you're a smart student, it's another form of being a hard worker. If you're somebody who likes to study. So whether it's physical or even financial, you have your money and you make the decision that you want to invest it into something. That is, I see that's another form of hard work. And then digital. Digital in the sense that, well, if you have the smartness to understand that in the age that we are in, the internet has the power to boost your business. It takes a whole lot of learning. That is also another form of hard work. If it wasn't hard work, everybody would have been successful at it. But because it takes a lot of learning, and those who are not ready to do it will just get left behind, and those who will put in that hard work in the digital space can also progress. And also, those who work long hours is another form of hard work. So I say here, you don't have to be afraid of competition. Okay? You don't have to be afraid that whatever business or whatever initiative that you have can be copied. So it's okay that people can copy what you do, but what will distinguish is that if they cannot work as hard as you, they cannot beat you. We also want you to dispel any self-doubt in yourself that you are incapable of achieving anything. Dispel any form of disbelief, because you are able to rise above any form of hardship. Okay, next one. Dispel the notion that you cannot start a business without capital. As I go on, I will explain, because that has been part of the Dondo Garden story. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Dispel the notion that mistakes are bad. You don't get judged, especially when you're a starter. Any mistake is a form of improvement. And dispel the notion that your problems are bigger than potential. All of us are coming from different backgrounds. So everybody and what they are dealing with personally, whether in the family, relationship, or whatever, okay? But let none of these things stop you. Some of us here might be unemployed but have so much responsibilities on us. Maybe your aging parents are at home and they depend on you. Maybe your younger siblings are depending on you for their fees. and you don't have a job, what are you going to do? I need you to dispel the idea that you cannot rise above those situations, because we are going to show you, based on the gardening, how you can also come out of this. Also dispel the idea that you need a vast land to start something as simple as a fruit and vegetable business. Dispel the notion that the agric space is dominated by anybody. Well, what I mean here, as somebody from an agricultural background, you can understand that it is also unacceptable that people who have pursued agriculture will complete school and say that they don't have jobs, and then other people are coming into that space. So those from that background to say that they can't create any job in the agricultural space, to them is unpardonable. But from those outside of it who are coming into it, we are also encouraged to join, because it's a huge space, we can all enjoy from it. Okay?